guys, welcome to another video. This one is a little bit shorter than usual. It's just a tiny bit shorter. Now I am going to run through my quick spiel for my giveaway. Here we go. 1,500 subs gift card giveaway. To celebrate reaching this milestone, I will be giving away 2 gift cards to 2 lucky subbies. All T's and C's are listed below, and don't forget to collect all 16 words, which will be posted in the top right corner of every video posted on my channel from the 6th of the 5th, 2023 through to and including the 22nd of the 5th, 2023. Now, all the other details are all below. Now, what am I doing? I'm doing some ink blending. I know, I love doing it. It looks so pretty. And when you've got all the different inks, it just makes life so much easier. These are my 12 by 12 stencils that I purchased from Amazon AU only like a month ago, 2 months ago, 6 weeks ago, something like that. And I'm trying to spread them out because I want to use them all, but you guys don't want to see stenciling in every single video. So I am going ahead and I'm using all different colors, all different shades of pink. So I'm using the Distress Oxides, I'm using Picked Raspberry, Spun Sugar, Worn Lipstick, Saltwater Taffy, KITSCH Flamingo, and Tattered Rose. And I'm also using NUVO GLACIA Paste in Winter White. So these stencils, I spray them with some Crafter's Choice, I think it's called, Crafter's Choice spray adhesive. It's a light adhesive and I give it a light spray and it just holds it in place for me. So I'm able to do these finer little details and get all the detail work done with the ink without the stencil shifting or moving ever so slightly, which is so frustrating. Am I right or am I right? If you know, you know. Nothing worse than getting all the way to the end of your project or your scrapbook page, your card, whatever your crafting choice is, and you get literally right to the end and something moves and it just wrecks your whole project. It's devastating. I know it's not like solving world hunger, but to me, it's super frustrating. I'm using a combination of my mini blending brushes, which I purchased from Amazon AU. You can get them in so many places now. And you can get sort of shorter ones and all different ones. And I absolutely love them. I think they're fantastic. To get a nice fine ink blend, they're just a really, really handy tool. Now, I'm also using my larger ones. I purchased those forever ago. I think I bought them from eBay, but again, you can get these from so many places. If you want to get into ink blending, if you really like this style of mixed media, you know, that nice gradual blend, I can tell you that I've used several different ink pads. The Distress Oxide ink pads blend together like butter. I know you hear people say that all the time and you're like, how is it like butter? Because the Distress Oxide pads have not only a dye ink, but they also have a pigment ink in them as well. The bonus to that is they stay wetter longer. And because they do that, you're able to blend them together with relative ease, to be quite honest. Like, they're really quite easy to blend. So, it's not super hard on your hand either. Now, here I'm coming in with my GLACIA paste. This is the NUVO GLACIA paste. It is Winter White. Now, the good thing that I find about this white one, and I quite often like to try things in a neutral like this, white, it takes on the colour ever so slightly of the Distress Oxide inks that are beneath it. So you get all the shimmer and shine, the very, very subtle inclusion of the color that's underneath your layout, and I absolutely love that. It just looks so pretty. Now, you can get these glacier pastes in all different colors, all different mica colors. Like, they're absolutely gorgeous. You don't need all of them. This is something I know I should practice what I preach. How pretty is that? Didn't that turn out nice? And of course, you have to clean off your stencils very quickly when you use NUVO glacier paste, because it dries super quickly, just like the Lunar paste does, which is what we want as paper crafters. Let's be honest, we don't want to be sitting around waiting for everything to dry and everything to set up. You know, you want to actually get it done and get your project completed. You don't want to have to sit around all the time. And you know, your heat tool's good, but sometimes you just want it to dry. Now, while that was drying, I decided to work on my title, which I actually stuffed up, and I tried to fix it, and I probably could have got away with it, but it's not me. I didn't like it, but I ended up using picked raspberry and SPUN sugar, I believe that one is, on the title. And I just used my little finger daubers, and they just make light work of creating a beautiful looking title. And they come together really well. You don't use very much ink at all doing this, and you get lots of bang for buck. So it's absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant. Couldn't say it better. Now, what did I stuff up? I hear you asking, Karen, where have you stuffed up? So far, you haven't noticed it. I'll point it out to you so it's really obvious. I put the wrong date in my title. I put 2013, and it was actually 2012. Taylor was grade 7 in 2012. So it wasn't until I put my titles together and I happened to look at the photo and realized the certificate in the photo was literally, it's got it written on it, 2012. So I couldn't leave my title and just go, I'll just play dumb. No, couldn't do that. So what I did is, on my offset, I ran across it with the NUVO glacier paste in the winter white, just to give the sparkle behind. See, check out how runny that glue is. It literally runs down my hand, and that is not typical of art glitter glue. So I do not know why this one is behaving this way. I'm hoping it's not going to become a habit, because, you know, I do know you've got to store this stuff just right, otherwise it doesn't want to play the game. So hopefully, by the time sometimes when you just open a fresh bottle, there's a lot in there and it wants to just flood out. So hopefully that's the problem, because it's not cheap stuff to not work properly. So basically I've gone through and I've made my title, and I'm really happy with that. It looks super pretty and it's pink. The reason I went with pink for this particular layout is bang up simple. I'm going to tell you straight down the line. Taylor's dress was pink. Simple. What is an ACHBA award, I hear you ask? Now, ACHBA is, to give you a very generic sort of general, Taylor has, she's got a diagnosis of autism. She's had it, obviously, her whole life. And this is me trying to MacGyver a 3 into a 2. Don't worry, I ditch it. But I left it in here. Good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, you get that with me. So she, with this, anyway, she received this award, and she was nominated by her PE teacher at the time. And the reason behind it is because through the diverse learning curve that she has to endure and deal with on a daily basis, that you and I may not even ever ever have half the struggles that they have. And because she worked so hard, and this particular year, she did so well, and she ended up winning Student of the Year ACHBA award, and she beat primary school, high school, so primary and secondary schools, private and public, to win this award. So it was massive. It was a massive, massive thing. And it was definitely a high point for us, that's for sure. So we all went down. I remember my parents came down, everyone. We made a really big deal of it because it really was a massive deal. It was a huge achievement. Super proud mum moment, let me tell you. Really excited. So I wanted to back my photos on black just to get them to pop a little bit more off from the background. Now, I do run into a bit of a hiccup. I probably should have printed these photos a little bit smaller, but you know what? I'm not going to waste them. I'll just make it work on the layout, because printing photos, I hate wasting ink. I hate wasting my photo paper. And yeah, so I absolutely love how that stenciling has come out on the background. I did not use any texture paste or anything. So this is another one to chalk up for creating a really gorgeous look without lots of texture pastes and ribbons and distressing and all that sort of bizzo. So I think it turned out really pretty. Now, what else can I tell you is in this layout? Other than the inks and the NUVO paste and the cardstock, that's it. That's all that's in it. But it looks really pretty. Now, I did leave the stencil in place, and I did put the GLACIA paste through the stencil, and it just let me get really crisp lines. And I mean, if you had stickles, let me give you some alternatives that you could use in this situation. You could use watercolor, you could use a makeup blending tool, and you could use some acrylic paint. You could get a similar ombre effect with that. You may have just noticed that in the top right hand corner there is today's giveaway word. And yes, it's Taylor, because the layout is about Taylor, and she's one of the things that makes me happy. So I had to play around a little bit with the placement of the photos, because the concept that I visually had to start off with was to have 3 across the top, 3 across the bottom, and something in the middle behind my title. Now, that's all good and well. However, I was covering up literally covering it all up. All that hard work was getting covered up. So it made it a little difficult. So I just took a step back for a second and went, okay, there's got to be another way to look at this. So I did, and I just come back to it and just sort of rethought about how my 6 photos could fit on this one layout. I know not everyone does 6 photos on a layout, but sometimes to tell a story, you need that many photos of a particular event. You know, like if it's a wedding or a child's birthday, you don't necessarily only want 1 photo on your layout. So this is another way, just showing you a few different ways that you can get 6 2x4 photos. 2x4? Yes. 4, 6. Yes, that's right. I'm second guessing myself now, the sizes that I printed my photos. Oh, gee whiz, it's been a long day, people. But super excited. Ange cooked dinner tonight, which was a godsend. And chicken bacon pasta bake she made, which was absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious. And Jen had training. So cold. Oh my word. I got out of the car. At her gym, and oh, gee whiz, let me tell you. I've had short shorts on all day. Not short. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I wear like bike pants when I'm doing this sort of thing, because I have this really bad habit of wiping my hands on my pants. And, you know, some of these mediums you just cannot get back out of them. So I just wear them. Anyway, super chilly. Get in the car to go and pick up Jen. It's only like 16 degrees, which for us Queenslanders, oh, that's cold. And yeah, I got there and I got out of the car and the wind is off the charts. It's crazy. But it's okay. We got there. I'm not whinging. It's an observation. It's not a complaint. So I'm just doing quick silver border with my silver Uniball Signo gel pen, and it is a 1.0 and it's silver. Here's the close-ups for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around and getting all the yummy goodness of the glitter and the shine and the shimmer. And thank you so much for sticking around. Don't forget to write down your 4th word for the day, and I will be back with you again tomorrow. Don't forget to head over and leave me a comment down below. And if there's anything that you want to know, it'll be written down the bottom in the description. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I'll chat to you later. Bye for now.